Hey, what's up everyone? This is the VG Purist. I'll be coming at you with some Season 4 action for the Cabal Vision Champions Cup playoffs. And we are down to the semifinals for last teams. But actually 4 very well-known teams. Saviours of Athel, Loren. It's going to be coached by Enarion. And he will be facing off against JimmyFantastic's Chaos team. And then Muldripster's Ravens. The Rats, the Skaven team, and he's going to be facing off against the Dwarf team of Sean 18's Spam Bus Replacement Service. And so, we will see who will come out on top and go to the championship. There can only be one, guys. Saviours of Athel, Loren, they did get my vote, as well as Muldripster's Rats. And honestly, all of these games here just so difficult to choose from. Currently, I am correct on every single one of my games except for the Dark Elf versus the Chaos Dwarf, where I had thought the Chaos Dwarves would come out on top. But unfortunately for me, the Dark Elf team did go through. But man, I regret my decisions every single day. But that's alright though, that's why we play Blood Bowl. It's always the unexpected. But even more unexpected, let's see if Saviours of Athel, Loren will be able to win against JimmyFantastic, because, boy, I did choose Enarion's team, so we'll see. Right quick, coming up, let's go ahead, start the replay, let's cut through the chase, all of that noise, hey, begin up the replay, and no spoilers here, we're going to hide all that goes on, I'm going to jump into it. I have not seen this game at all, whatsoever, and yes, like I said in my preliminary predictions, I did like Enarion's Wood Elf team because he's just a gunslinger. He just goes balls to the walls all of the time. His foot is depressed on the gas pedal 100% of the time. Saviours of Athel, Loren, the Wood Elf team, EnarionBB2 taking on JimmyFantastic, the Chaos team of Brainless Chaos, and definitely it's pretty much a game of unstoppable force meets immovable object. Whereas the immovable object is JimmyFantastic's Chaos team. Nice, slow, grind you out type of game. Whereas the unstoppable force is Enarion, where he's just always moving, just huge kinetic energy. And we're going to see who's going to be coming out on top. Immovable object, unstoppable force. Here we go. Let's see who won the kickoff. It's going to be Brainless Chaos choosing to kick it off. And so, as you can see, Wizard in hand already. But we're going to go over more on the inducements in just a bit. Let's take a look at the skills that the Wood Elf teams is going to be facing off against. Yes, Mighty Blow, Claw Block, and piling on. The claw is going to be pretty much useless except for maybe against the tree, but definitely it will be useful in other contests. But first, he will have to get past his Mighty Blow, the Wood Elf team, right? Armor value 7 with that Mighty Blow, essentially armor value 6, or he'll break the armor value 7 and then add 1 to the injury roll, right? And if that doesn't work out, piling on, baby, we got that. Tackle, Wrestle Frenzy with this Beastman, so you don't feel safe on the sidelines. You better watch out for that Beastman. Mighty Blow, tackle, and block. And also another one of these Chaos Warriors with that Mighty Blow and the claw with that block and the guard ability. This Chaos Warrior just with block. And here another Beastman. Very dangerous. Mighty Blow. Piling on. Tackle with that block and claw. Claw's not going to be useful or as useful in today's match, but definitely he's going to have a guard for that man with block and guard and block for that Beastman. Loads of guys to come in. Sure hands with the block ability for that Beastman. You better believe he's ready to rock here. 3 rerolls and the Wizard. JimmyFantastic's Brainless Chaos. Ready to play some defense here against this Wood Elf team. Alright, and now Enarion's Wood Elf team, the swashbuckler, the gunslinger, and we're gonna see here, he's got the tree with that pro, with the grab and block, with the guard and dodge. So you better have tackle to take this tree down, because he's not going to go down with any great ease at all. And he also has a bunch of linemen there. This one with block and dodge, and this one with wrestle and dodge. And also war dancers here. They're going to be the creme de la creme. Wrestle, strip ball, fend. So that's going to be the really nice thing about the war dancers of Enarions, is that they are equipped to handle the piling on, because he's got that fend ability, sidestep with that tackle and the blodge. And so this is going to be the skill that he actually had taken for the war dancers, to get that sidestep, because he was kind of missing it in the last couple of contests. But now he's got the sidestep, and so a little bit more dangerous. That war dancer. Tackle, leap, fend, mighty blow for that war dancer. So he's going to try to maybe get some guys out today. +1 in agility thrower with the leader and the dodge ability. So a very threatening thrower indeed. And then we also going to have a whole bunch of catchers. Sure feet, sidestep, and sprint. All the S's with the block, as well as having a couple of more catchers there with the block ability here for them, as well as having a very dangerous catcher here. +1 in movement allowance, sprint, sure feet with the sidestep and block. So he's got 9 movement allowance, total of 12. So just one push, and he is a real dangerous to make that one move touchdown. And he does have a couple of guys here on the bench to come in. So the Chaos team does need to take down a couple of extra elves if he hopes to whittle down this Wood Elf team. And we're going to be underway right now. So, as you see there, the Chaos team did actually choose to kick off. And that's because, hey, JimmyFantastic's been doing a little bit of a study work as well. Well, we kind of know the personality of Enarion. He does like to score it fairly quickly, and so that works out for a very grind you out solid coach, is to kick off to the other team that likes to score early, and then after that, in the first half, grind it out, go and get that touchdown at the end, get it tied up 1-1, and then when it's his possession half in the second half, then he just again grinds it out, gets a 2-1 victory, doesn't even let the chance of the Wood Elf team to come back in. Of course, all the while trying to take out that +1 in movement allowance catcher, so that he doesn't have an easy shot at the one move touchdown at the end of the 16th round. And so that is going to be the strategy coming in for JimmyFantastic, and a very sound one at that. And that's precisely how I would play it against Enarion's Wood Elf team. We'll see how this is going to shape up. Couple of games there for Enarion, especially, 2 games ago. Oh man, I was absolutely in tears, and I could not believe that he came back to win, and only because, oh man, Nuffle just absolutely smiling his way for the last, 2 turns of the half. I tell you what, if you're gonna get lucky, you might as well just get lucky at the end, because that's when it counts the most, right? Enarion will field the ball. As you can see here, the Chaos team's going to be playing a little bit off, anticipating the Wood Elves to be a little bit down the field, not going to be in a closer formation. He's going to stay back, and then when the Wood Elves go and spread out, put up their whole highway to heaven to the touchdown line, then the Chaos team will be in a lot better position to maybe stall them up. Now, the Chaos team doesn't really want the Wood Elf team to score it in 2, but if it happens, then it happens. But honestly, what the Chaos team would like is maybe let them have it for 3-4 turns and then grind it out for the touchdown, because it's a lot easier to grind it out in 4 or 5 turns than it is in 7 turns. I'll tell you what. Patient Blood Bowl. Oh man, it's actually a lot more difficult than you think. Here it is right here. War Dancer is going to start off and get that hit in. It's going to get that armor value break as well. And with that, left side nice and open. Going to be able to put the cage up as well. Going to have a little bit of support here. Catcher's going to be over the top. And we'll see if we are going to see a big throw down the field. He's probably going to back up here, maybe, as per the norm. Actually, the Chaos team, since they're so far back, he's going to take this middle position there. That will be a little bit of a downfall with Chaos team's positioning here. But like I said, Chaos team is waiting for the War Dancer and these Wood Elf teams to move down the pitch as they are now, and then try to get in front of him with the majority of his team instead of just a few of his guys, and then try to slow him up as much as possible. I don't think the thought is, oh, let's stop him from scoring. The thought is, let's just slow him down, and that's the whole point. Here comes the Chaos team, and he will get the hit in, piling onto boot, but just gonna be a stun there, and so far so good. Wood Elf team, honestly, the Chaos team, well, he needs to win, not only to have a little bit of strategy like this coming in, but also he needs to get injuries on this Wood Elf team to actually have a real shot at winning this game. If he doesn't, then it is going to be a bit harder for him to win. Now, it's not going to be impossible. He can still grind it out, but it will be a little bit more difficult for JimmyFantastic to pull this one out, regardless, if he doesn't get any injuries. But, I mean, honestly, that's true for any game, but even more so against Wood Elves, because every one of those pieces are dangerous. They have lots of movement allowance, and for agility, I mean, even alignments are dangerous with a 7 movement allowance for agility. That right there is alignment for Wood Elf team, and for any other team, that's basically the ball carrier, right? Here we go, War Dancer. He's not going to waste any time. He's going to sit back there, so we're going to see probably a handoff and then a throw to a little bit of a pitch and catch here. Let's see here, the Chaos team. Like I said, he doesn't care that he will make this touchdown in 2. What he does care about is maybe trying to slow him down, but I think regardless, it's okay. He's going to get that pass off, and then here comes the handoff for the quick and easy touchdown, all according to plan, says the Brainless Chaos. JimmyFantastic, he's whatever. I'm sure if I was watching this game, Jimmy's like, whatever, that's fine. I'm now going to grind it out on you, son, and he's going to take out his fury on the Wood Elf team. So we'll see if the Wood Elf team will be able to take the magic here, pull the curtain over our eyes. I'm waiting, I'm ready. This is what we're all waiting for. Will the Wood Elf team be able to time their aggression at a good enough time to where it takes the ball out and then turns it the other way, and then makes this a little bit more difficult for the Chaos team to win? But we'll see. This is a very solid coach here, extremely solid, barely makes any mistakes, takes every little bit of advantage out of every bit of the position, and absolutely just grinds it out on you. And it's kind of tough to play against a coach with that much stability, with that much skill in guiding his guys slowly down the pitch and taking you out one by one. And that's exactly what the Chaos team wants to do. Hit these Wood Elves, make them pay with their lives, in fact, and then win the game. Oh man, Enarion. Is he up for the task? Will he be up for the task? I just don't know. Lots of guys with mighty blows, so that is a very daunting prospect. At least there's wrestle and dodge for the guys up front. Riot. That's going to really help out for the Chaos team. He loves that. Chaos team will take that to the bank and definitely cash that. Here we go. First 3 hits here. Will it be a boom? Armor value break? Yes. Armor value break? Looks like it's just going to be stunned. That's okay, though. We got more guys about to do some hits here. And we're going to see if he's going to be able to be getting through of that armor. As you can see, the Treeman himself, he's also going to be a little bit afraid. He's going to stand away from the front line. Don't want to get hit by the claw of this Chaos team. And there, ooh, he's going to actually survive there with that block. No problem, lineman. And here comes the 3-die block, and it's just going to be a push. Lots of pushes on the die. He's going to have to survive yet again, but that's going to be great. He won't actually be able to get another hit in afterwards if he makes, maybe he wants to do a blitz on him, but unfortunately a defender down die. But boy, no armor value break, and all of the mighty blow guys kind of went there in the front line. So Enarion will take that any day. 3 hits, only 1 stun, and there's the 4th hit. Just gonna be a push. So, oh man, this is working out so far so good for the Wood Elf team. He'll take that. Oh gosh, Chaos team though, that's all right. He's gonna take this ball here and move the ball up the pitch as per the normal. 5 turns left to play. Plenty of time here. And uh-oh, take root. And Pro Roll is going to fail that. And so the tree is going to be taking root straight away. I can't believe it. Is this going to be a repeat of the game, oh, not so long ago, where Enarion just barely scraped by the chin of his little chin of his, oh gosh. Little chin hairs right there. Is that enough for him? No, I don't know. Oh gosh. Well, that's okay though. Tree will take root there in the center of the pitch, and that's a nice place to be honest. And at least he doesn't lose his tackle zones here, so that's gonna be nice. Still Chaos Warrior right there. He's probably gonna dodge out. I wouldn't reckon that he's gonna stay right there unless Nuffle happens, but we'll see. Catcher's gonna move out there, guard against the left side here. He doesn't fear anything because he's got that sidestep, so he won't get surfed out anytime soon. As long as he has somebody guarding this, as long as nobody's able to get to that square, he's fine. Well, actually, since the sidestep, he's fine. Any of these squares, actually. That's if he didn't have sidestep. Alright, so here we go, Beastman. He's gonna go get the hits in this Wood Elf team. He went and put a few guys here in the front line to maybe put a little pressure here against Jimmy's ball carrier. The best time to get a bashy, grinded out team is at this point, is to try to get to the ball carrier before he's able to form up the cage, and so therefore the cage is gonna have to come up earlier than anticipated, and he's gonna be putting it way back here. So that's going to be nice for the Wood Elf team. He's going to form into this cage back here and then slowly move up the pitch. And of course, since he did lose that round to the Riot, then now it's looking a little bit more daunting. Wood Elf team just needs to play off. Don't want to stay base to base with any of the Chaos team. Just wants to put up a huge screen as he is now. Put a little bit of pressure here whenever he can, especially with the other War Dancer. As you see there, one War Dancer stays back here to play defense, and the other one is offensively trying to get to the ball. He's going to get that hit in, and looks like he's going to get somebody else to mark the ball. Doesn't want to get the War Dancer to be hit here from JimmyFantastic's Chaos team. So as you can see here, he's going to go and touch the ball carrier with the sidestepper and the catch. And this is going to be looking A-okay-ish. A-okay-ish. Chaos team. Oh, look at that +1 agility. This is the nice thing about the Wood Elf team. He has a fly just in case the ball comes out. He's already got a man right here in a position to make that touchdown. It's so scary. Anytime you play against a Wood Elf team, it's just so scary. He's going to go and take away all the sidestepping places that he can go to stay close to the ball carrier, get hit, defender down, die, and will be the armor value break. Just going to be a stun. So far, so good. It's already, what, turn 5, and no armor value breaks that is causing any injuries on either side right now, and this is good and bad. I mean, the good news is that it is still Jimmy's turn here. It is his ball right now, the Chaos team's ball, and he can go and possibly make the score pretty soon. But he's going to have to hurry. 3 more turns left after this, and he needs to get to at least the 12-yard. No, I want to say right here, right in between the 12 and 16-yard line. So it's going to be difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he wants to get between the 12 and the 16. That's his movement allowance there. Doesn't necessarily want to do the go for it rules for the touchdown, but worst come to worst, just go ahead and do it, right? There's the KO here. Finally, an armor value break that's going to draw some real blood, and it's going to be to the Wood Elves here. Chaos Warrior going to go out to the KO, and that's going to be great. One less offensive piece on the board, and so he'll be able to maybe take advantage here and hold serve here. If Enarion can hold serve here, then it will make this Chaos team job of winning a lot more difficult if he can. This is gonna be everything. Nice little dodge out there after a little bit of a hit from this Wood Elf team, continuing to keep the screen up. As you can see, he forced that cage to come up a little bit earlier, and he's kind of getting a little bit stoppered up here in the midfield. He's gonna have to do something, But it is the Wood Elf team's possession half. It's okay. Even if he has to do something awful, then at least he had a chance. But at this time, looking like the Wood Elf team might be able to hold steady after all. Maybe. We'll see right here. He's going to get that blitz in, get the sidestep in there. He needs some big injuries, some KO, something. But so far, it's just been all stuns for this Chaos team. Let's see the piling on. Let's see that go through. Come on. No. Stun is going to be the call here. And I can't believe it. Mighty Blow, piling on, not working out. See? Look at this. Look at this, Cyanide. Look at this. Games Workshop. Piling on, Mighty Blow with Claw, not OP. Okay. I'm just going to tell you that, right? Oh, gosh. Of course, it is a little bit more OP at the even higher team value. But, I mean, heck, this guy's got Claw, Mighty Blow. That guy's got Mighty Blow. I mean, Claw, Mighty Blow. I mean, it's just, yeah, after a while, it is going to be extremely OP. Not too bad against the Wood Elf team, because anyways, they're used to playing with the armor value 7. And he's got plenty of defensive capabilities to get out. He's got that fend, he's got that sidestep, and he just can dodge away from danger here. He's not going to stay too close. There we go. Get out of there, buddy. Get out of there. And again, screen is going to come up. Turn 7. 2 more turns left. And the Chaos team has to at least get right here. I mean, at least with the ball carrier, or at least have somebody right there. And the Wizard is going to come out and be used there. KO on that War Dancer. And wow, a Wizard on this half. I'm extremely surprised about that, but I do believe this is what Jimmy wants to do. He does see an opening right there. War Dancer held everything up, and now with the stun, he will have a huge avenue to run through. And if he does get the score, if he does manage to score here, then he should quote unquote be able to win. And there we go. Yes, the go for it roll is going to be done there by this Beastman, and oh, that Beastman's going to fail it, but that's okay. First reroll coming out for either side, and there we go. It's going to be okay. Nuffle is going to be kind to this Chaos team. Not going to leave that ball carrier with just his nuts hanging out. We don't want any nuts hanging out. Chaos team, he's going to go and put his guy out there. He's going to be able to get some type of support here. And then the Wood Elf team is going to have to maybe dodge in there, leap in there, and maybe do something a little bit crazy with the War Dancer. We'll see. That Wizard did KO the other one with the strip ball, but honestly, with sure hands, that's going to be not a big deal. Time running out for JimmyFantastic, and so we'll get the nice big injury here at the end of the half. No Apothecary usage, and so that's going to be great. Almost a win in itself. Wizard's going to be used to KO that War Dancer. Injury there at the last minute. The cage already up for the Chaos team, and as you see there, Bribe and the Wizard for the inducements for JimmyFantastic, and he did use the Wizard, and it's going to be all worth it if he can score it right here. And if he does, then it might as well be over for Enarion, right? One die blitz going to come in, and there we go. He is going to get nuffled there. One die block doesn't come through. He only needed defender down or defender stumbles, but unfortunately, neither happens. 50% on the die. Couldn't get it. And this is going to be all too easy. A couple of go for it rolls. Actually, just one go for it roll is all that's going to be needed here. And doesn't want to go home without at least a 3-die blitz. And I do believe that will be the end of it, honestly, after this hit. He just wants to do one 3-die block with the piling on to try to get some more injuries here. Does get the armor value break. Does get the KO. And that's going to be great. And so here comes the score coming up. I don't believe there's going to be too much. Oh, okay. So there we go. He is going to get a little bit jiggy with it, but I think that will be it. No more guys here in melee range. And there's the score there. Absolutely worth it. Wizard is going to be used there, and with that huge avenue opening up, Beastman was able to just walk in after the failed War Dancer blitz, and this is looking, oh all too easy, says Jimmy. Brainless Chaos, he's looking good, 1-1, and it's going to be the Chaos team's turn on his possession half. All he needs to do, grind it out against the Wood Elf team, but don't forget Inarion's hands. He's the one who is guiding this Wood Elf team, and so you can't count him out yet. Most other coaches, maybe, but this coach right here, just all in a day's work. Absolutely. So we're gonna see. We're gonna wait and see, guys. All right, let's go ahead and turn down Blood Bowl there. I hate how the volume kind of resets there. All right, so there we go. Volume is now a little bit better. All right, so now we are back. Blood Bowl, second half. Chaos team's turn to score it, guys. Will Jimmy be able to pull this one off? Will he be able to take down Inarion? My pick isn't so good, guys. Here comes the kick. It looks a little short and to the left. Pitch invasion. Random player is going to be selected. A whole bunch of woodies are going to go out, and it's going to be on the side, in fact, where the ball is going to land, and that is great for Jimmy if he wanted to score it in 2 or something like that, but he's not. He's going to probably pull this ball back and cage up nice and solid and then score it there at the end of the half. But if that pitch evasion was very crucial for this match, then that would be something here. That would definitely be something. But no, yes, he's just going to go pull back, get the cage here in the center at least. He won't get caged up way back here as he did in the end of the first half. And so now the Wood Elf team, he's going to have to wait out a couple of turns for his guys to come back. But luckily for the Wood Elf team, Chaos team is more than likely not going to advance this ball too far. He might try to take advantage here and move the cage up here, but that will mean that he might have to just move his cage out there on their own, and that's not always safe. Just because he's in the cage doesn't mean he's 100% safe, guys. They can get stifled, they can get beaten, and the cage can be broken. If it goes off by itself, it does also still needs support from the rest of the guys. You can't just throw the cage out there, hope for the best. I mean, how many times have I said to beginners, you know, cage up and move your guys up, but that's not the only thing you need to do. You cage up like you see here, but you also need to make sure that you get your guys up there to help the cage whenever necessary. And also, when the cage does get broken, then at least maybe have the other guys free as well so that you can form up yet another cage somewhere else. So that's what you got to do. Here we go. Here comes the hit here. I think if he gets the blitz off, but he actually did get the blitz off here, and unfortunately didn't take this Wood Elf catcher down, and so he's going to continue to stay in melee range here with the cage, but that's okay. It's just going to be one catcher with the strength 2. Nothing bad could happen from this, guys, right? Right? We'll see here. All right, so the pitch invasion, these guys that were stunned earlier will be able to come back up, and as you can see, cage is not going to be progressing too far, but that's all right. Skulls on the die rolls, and so not going to be taking that. Not every day that the Wood Elves get nuffled too much, and so he's going to reroll that. Anyway, he's got 3. Wood Elves are used to playing with 0 rerolls, to be honest, right? Fresh teams, 0 rerolls. Hey, man, I've seen it before. But I do believe at least 1 reroll is quite possibly necessary for your Wood Elf team if you're not too used to it. Especially, just go with 2 rerolls if you're not used to a Wood Elf team, but I've seen these pro players, man, they go with 0 rerolls, and it's like, how can you do that? And they do. Here goes the blitz there. Just going to be above down die. Not going to be able to take anyone down as of yet. Screen's going to come up yet again. Cage going to get formed up here. I'm not going to be threatened too seriously here. Catcher should be able to save himself, move out of range there, but it looks like we might see something. I don't know. Yes, it's going to be a 2-die block here. Not gonna miss a beat there, and the catcher, who looked to be a little bit surrounded, will actually get the defender down die and get an armor value break and get the stun, so that's going to be great. Here comes the horns here, going to be getting that blitz, and the cage is looking to be formed straight back up on this left side there. After this nice big blitz there, stun is going to be the call, and he's going to be able to get this corner up here. And he should be able to get another cage, quite possibly right around this area here for his ball carrier. All according to plan. Looks like he's going to go here instead. Okay, yeah. And let's see, where's he going? Where's he going with this? Where is he going to go here? He's going to go here? I think so. He's gonna move the ball right there. Oh, he's gonna get the handoff. Okay. He's saying, okay, that's enough of this Chaos Warrior holding the ball business. Let's give it to the rightful owner, the Beastman. And actually, the rightful owner's right there, but I guess a little bit out of position. So he's gonna just form up the cage, gonna get the handoff, and be okay with everything else. Good off team. He's gonna have to do something pretty soon, otherwise he's gonna get grinded out. And this is the nice thing about Enarion. He doesn't do these crazy aggressive moves yet. He waits for the best opportunity. He knows when to do it. He's just right now playing patient himself. He has very dangerous war dancers, but he's not gonna lay them out on the line yet. He's not gonna do that. War Dancer here on the sideline still with that tackle and the wrestle with the strip ball. So that's a big miss here for the Wood Elf team. At least he still has this +1 movement allowance Wood Elf that could possibly make the one move touchdown at the end. So it's definitely not over. But it will be a little bit scary to say the least. Chaos team just needs to grind it out. What he really needs to do is get more injuries here. That's absolutely what he needs. Just one injury thus far, and the Wood Elf team did have a couple of guys to come in, so was able to take the place of the KO'd and the injured personnel for the time being. So he still has the full complement on this pitch. Chaos team has not yet been able to get loads of injuries as of yet, but soon, I'm pretty sure it's going to come. Here comes defender down dive. Big hit here. Enarion. Will he get injured? Yes, he's going to get KO'd there. So, right when I'm talking about all the injuries and KOs or lack thereof, here comes the KO for the Chaos team. That's going to open up a nice, big, open space here for the ball carrier to possibly move in and then get in there. He's possibly going to get the foul here to make sure that he won't be right there when he forms up this cage. So we'll see. Gonna get that blitz in and be able to get another Beastman to fill up the corner of this cage right here. And looks like he's gonna be he's gonna be a little bit short for the time being, but I think okay-ish. Oh boy, he needs to fill this up pretty soon. Here comes the foul. It's going to come on this side there. Okay, he's going to get that cage going. There's the foul here. He does have the bribe here in hand, so he will be able to clear the cage of any remnants, and it will be an armor value break. Pretty huge. He needed that armor value break. Otherwise, this cage would be extremely threatened. But now, A-okay-ish for the time being. But as I said before, the cage doesn't necessarily operate alone very well all the time, and it's still just going to be in the midfield. Looks like it's going to be a failed dodge here, and that's going to be the end of all things here. Back-to-back ones even, and so Enarion's getting knuffled again, guys. And oh man, perhaps the Wood Elf team probably shouldn't even be here in the first place, right? He honestly should have lost in the first round, but lo and behold, that's why we play Butt Blow. That's all I'm going to say about that. Chaos team, again, he's going to continue to grind it down, and War Dancer is down, and oh man, what a juicy target. He didn't even use the bribe in the last bit, so that is exactly what he's eyeballing up and down right now. He's going to go move his guys here and form up the cage, and then get a foul in, and he will get the hit. And it will be an armor value break. Gonna be a KO, and that's a big one. Both the War Dancers are now out. Bribe is gonna have to be used, but it is the best 100K that he has ever spent in his entire life, right there. And he's going to be probably making this touchdown with great ease, and it's gonna be near the end of the half. And so honestly, Enarion, what he needs to do at this point is to save this +1 in movement allowance guy and make sure that nothing bad happens to him. If something bad happens to this guy, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to make the touchdown. Now I'm sure of Enarion's quality. He does have the know-how to make a normal catcher one-move touchdown, right, with the 8 movement allowance. But hey, if we have a sprint sure feet +1 movement allowance guy, why not use him? So here we go. He's going to get the assist here. Just going to be a push, and he's going to continue to have another 2-die block here against the Chaos Warrior. Cage is going to absolutely go through, I think. Here comes the blitz, and it's going to be hitting the side of the cage. Doesn't want to risk too much. Does have the bottom of the round to quite possibly get the score. And boy, he's going to leave his guy here in range of this Chaos Warrior. I don't know about this, guys. Missed dodge, no re-roll, and so Chaos team, he might be able to get this hit. In fact, he should be able to. He should be getting maybe an assist here. Get somebody hit him. Somebody hit him. This is the perfect opportunity. Don't miss it. Don't miss hitting this +1 in movement allowance guy over here. He needs to get hit. Wood Elf team. It's actually not too bad for most of this game. Not too many armor value breaks with bad injuries, but now the KOs are starting to pile up here. And that's always a bad day, and that's honestly because of the fouls. The bribe did enable a couple of fouls to be caused, and they both worked out quite well for JimmyFantastic's Chaos team. So we'll see if he's going to be able to capitalize here at the end. Just the 3 more turns left, and we'll see if Enarion will be able to push this in OT. It's going to be tough, but not impossible. Failed dodge there. He wanted to get away from that tree. I don't blame him. I don't want to be standing next to a big old tree. Mighty blow. All kinds of hidden power. Sheesh. He's going to try to dodge away. Unfortunately, not going to do so, but that's okay. He's got armor value 9, so let him fall to the ground. Get away from the tree nonetheless. Ooh, take root. But pro reroll, that's going to be successful. And he will be able to get his tree back out. You talk about pro on a tree. I say take it, baby, if you can. That's pretty nice. I mean, that's a really great skill up here. I think the only thing that's quite possibly missing at this point is maybe +1 movement allowance, but I mean, with dodge right there, it kind of means that you're not gonna get hit anytime soon. More back-to-back ones, but that's okay because the Chaos team honestly is probably gonna score it here at the end. And it's going to come down to the 1-turn touchdown at the round 16. So that's going to be all moot right here. It's just kind of posturing at this point. Wood Elf team, I don't think is going to give up. Enarion is he's just a never give up kind of guy. So he's probably going to still continue to play a bit more aggressively and try to get in the face here of this ball carrier and make something happen if possible. I mean, heck, if you can try to win it in regulation, you go and do it, right? But at this point, I think this touchdown is all but guaranteed. No War Dancers on the pitch to jump in there and make the 1-die blitz or anything like that. And so, we'll see. Overtime periods. If it comes up, then it will be all up to the coin flip. Chaos Warrior with the hit. +1 movement allowance. Just going to be a stun. That right there, in fact, is the guy he really needs to injure, but just going to be a stun for the time being. And he's going to have to accept that for now. Boy, Wood Elf team. Look at all these stuns. I can't believe how many stuns I'm seeing here. And heck, even these KOs, that's okay. That's okay for the Wood Elf team. Honestly, I would almost think that before the match, you would see maybe 3 guys there with the red cross. And ooh, here comes a big blitz here by this thrower, and unfortunately, just gonna be pushes on that dice roll even after the reroll. So Ooh, a small opportunity, and that's what I'm talking about. Enarion doesn't miss a beat right there. He sees that opportunity, just a sliver. You give him just that moment in time, and it's just, he doesn't seem to ever miss it. But unfortunately, again, just need a defender down. Defender stumbles with the reroll. That's about a 50% chance, and didn't get it there, so. Boy, oh boy. 50%'s not going well for Enarion's Wood Elf team so far. And this is going to be an easy one here. Chaos team just needs to get this hit here in on that thrower. Free up this ball carrier. He's going to get the 3-die block coming in. Just going to get a push unless he gets absolutely KO'd, knuffled, or something like that. Then this should definitely be the touchdown here. So the 16th round touchdown, not the one in question. But the one in question here will be the one-turner coming up. So we'll see. Oh no, Enarion. Let's see. Let's see the magic. Is it gonna be? I don't know about this. It's gonna be tough. Oh, both of the War Dancers are gonna continue to stay KO'd there. Oh boy, that's big. Right here, look at this. Both the War Dancers gonna stay out. Ouch. And I guess luckily he doesn't necessarily need him for this one-turn touchdown try, but holy crap. If they continue to stay out, and if he does make a one-turner, then the Wood Elf team might be out their two greatest assets on the sideline. We'll see the Wood Elf team. He's going to be able to field the ball. He does have a +1 agility, man, right here to do some craziness if necessary. But he does need to make this one-turn touchdown. Jimmy tries like crazy to block anything, but I believe this is not good enough. He just needs to get the push here on. Maybe get over. Yeah, he's gonna maybe get the hit over on this guy. Maybe he does have the grab treatment, which is the nice thing about this one-turner coming up. So he's gonna be able to hit this guy here, grab him, and pull him into the spot that he needs. So there's no real formation that the Chaos team can kind of get in that he'll be safe from. There we go. He's going to put the tree man right there. But honestly, it doesn't matter which way he goes. But he's going to put the tree man there so that he can definitely get the 2-die block and definitely be able to put him right here. Actually, it's going to be a 3-die block, I think. Oh, he's got the guard right here, so. Okay, so here we go. Actually, Enarion taking a lot of time here for this one-turner. Thinking very tough. Oh, very sunny. Any passes will be a -1 modifier, so that will be a thing here. So if he does need to pass the ball to the ball carrier, then that's going to be a big -1 on there. But it looks like it's just going to be handoff. That's all that's going to be necessary. Pro reroll, and oh, he's going to be able to get there. 2-die block, and he will finally get a push. He got a defender down and a both down die, unfortunately. And here we go. That is all he needs right there. But we should see the blitz here. Free him up some more, and it should be all but too easy there for this one-turn touchdown coming up with sprint. Sure feet gets him down, so it's just going to be a 2+ after the 2+ catch coming up right here. Oh, it actually will be a pass. Yes, it will be a pass. So this is a 3+ pass, but he's got throw, so only a 1 in 9 chance. Oh, actually, he's got the +1 agility, so 2+ pass, 2+ catch. Misses the dodge because that guy's got tackled. Uses the reroll, and so he will be able to get through. Touchdown, 2-2. One turn, man. He does the job. Phaedron Leaf Runner. He is looking good. Oh man, almost got knuffled there, but did still have at least one more reroll. But now we are going into overtime, and the Wood Elf team does not have any rerolls left. One left for the Chaos team, so that's going to be great. And now only one of the War Dancers come out. Oh, just one. And so if the Chaos team wins the coin toss, then this could be a grind you out fest, and the War Dancer, he's just gonna have to take some awful risk maybe to get in. So let's see what the call is gonna be. It appears that it's gonna be the Wood Elf team choosing to receive the ball. Oh man, pretty big, and the KO is actually come out back there. Oh man, overtime bug, overtime bugs. Only one of them passed the roll, right? Well, it looks like he's gonna get both of his guys back. KO. Yep, he failed. Allergen Aradir actually failed the KO, but he's coming back anyways. That's gonna be too bad. Somebody, cyanide. Fix it. Actually, this War Dancer failed it right there. So, if anything, this War Dancer should still stay out. Oh! Well, we are back to square one, and now the Wood Elf team has the rock, and quite honestly, Wood Elf team probably doesn't want to play this game anymore, doesn't want to get hurt. So, he might actually look to make a one-turn touchdown at this point again to ice this game right here, right now. This is definitely quite doable, but I don't know if you really want to make that risk, right? I mean, I don't know if you want to do that. Just make the two-turn touchdown. That's a lot easier for the Wood Elf team. Why go for the one-move touchdown? Oh, change of weather is going to be nice. So very sunny is over, and that's going to be great because we're going to definitely see a pass here. Luckily, I guess it's going to be a +1 agility thrower, so I guess the nice thing about him with the +1 agility, didn't care about that very sunny call anyways. It's the same. It's the same, guys. It's the same as the 4 agility. Big injury there for the Wood Elf team, and that's going to be on the, well, actually a pro reroll. One's going to get him down, but unfortunately not going to do it. And going to have to keep that result. It's just going to be a push here. And there will be an opening here for Wood Elves to go through. So the Chaos team lining up like normal, and the center is wide open for a whole bunch of Wood Elves to maybe flood through. Looks like that's not going to be the case for the time being. War Dancer going to get that blitz in. Look at that. Actually, Enarion, seeing that he should not get his KO'd guy back, is going to sit his other War Dancer out. What a sportsman there, guys. Enarion keeping his War Dancer out because he's not actually supposed to get his KO'd guy back. Unfortunately, it's actually the other way around. This guy's supposed to stay KO'd, but hey, you know, this guy's actually the more threatening of the 2 War Dancers. So, man, what sportsman here, guys. What a sportsman. He says, I don't want to win with 2 War Dancers, guys. I'm not gonna take any advantage and run with it. I'm gonna try to win this game as normal. Wow. What a great guy. Anyways, he did win the coin toss, so does he really need the War Dancer? But still, I mean, honestly, how many guys would do that, right? How many? Right? So that's going to be great. That shows a lot of sportsmanlike conduct here, though. And honestly, at the higher levels here, we all kind of know each other, right? I mean, oh boy. War Dancer stays out. Wood Elves. He just needs to make a pass for this touchdown and ice the game right here. Can the Chaos stop him, though? It's going to be difficult. This is a very difficult task for the Chaos team. Not really too many injuries caused on the Wood Elves. Only, what, 1 injury caused there. And so, I mean, that's not a recipe for success. And unfortunately lost the coin toss. And at this point, it's all in Nuffle's hand at this point. Oh. The chat is informing me that Enarion forgot him on the bench. Well, either way. Whether he was being sporting or he forgot him, this is how it's supposed to be. This is the status quo, right? Oh, man. Well, War Dancer, get the blitz on. He does get the Beastman out, and he will be able to get his guys over to the right side. He's already threatening to score at this point. He's got loads of Wood Elves down the pitch, ready to make this score. And when you talk about Wood Elves and their offensive prowess, this is it right here. This is absolutely it. So he's gonna put the guy out in front like that, and he's gonna pave the way. And the Chaos team is going to have to blitz him out the way because we don't want to give the Wood Elf team an easy touchdown. But All of these guys are pretty much in touchdown range. Apo is going to use there, and the first time the Apo is actually going to be used, and it's going to be a back-to-back MNG for that man there. So, unfortunately, lineman gets the injury. Actually, catcher there is going to get injured, and that's actually the sprint sure feet man. So, that's one less guy that can make an easier one-turn touchdown, just in case the +1 in movement allowance guy goes down. Then he had another guy that could possibly get in there to get that touchdown. A little bit easier at least, right? Chaos team, he's gonna have to blitz this guy. I mean, there's no question about that. He has to blitz him down. And then after that, he needs to just touch as many wood elves at this time to try to stop anything. Here comes the injuries finally for this Chaos team. Maybe a little bit too late, but -1 in movement allowance for that catcher, and that's gonna be too bad for that guy. That's almost a firing right there, right? That's almost, and I think it's just a level 1 there. He might as well, but we'll see. That's actually, and since he's gonna be missing the next game, then that might actually be a firing in itself if he does make it to the next game here. But we'll see. But it's looking a little bit more difficult. But Chaos team actually is going to put a nice little defense here to put a huge screen up against all of these wood elves and maybe force something here. But it looks like a side blitz here over this guy should be able to clear the way quite easily for at least this war dancer, if anything. So we'll see. Should see the blitz coming up. Gonna get the pass off first though. Let's get this out the way, guys. +1 in movement allowance. He's got the rock. Here comes the blitz. This is the opening right here on the right side. And oh man, all too easy. Defender stumbles. This is it. And he's gonna move up there just in case he fails the GFI. I don't even think there is necessarily a GFI. Here comes the dodge. And here goes the movement. And a couple of GFIs, I do believe. 1 and 2 touchdown. All too easy. Saviours of Athel Loren. He's gonna move on. Just too much offensive powerhouse, and honestly, just not enough injuries in the early game for this Chaos team. That right there is just that's just what they needed. Either that or the Wood Elves just rolling lots of ones somewhere somehow. But that didn't happen either, so not enough injuries, not enough Nuffle. Chaos team lost the coin toss at the end. That is the single hugest factor. And we are where we are now. And not many times I say that this right here, the low injury count, I mean, it's just right here. Just not enough. He did get the KOs early, and that's kind of how he was able to score almost rather easily there for his two touchdowns right there, but just not enough injuries there for the Chaos team, as well as not enough Nuffling to go around. 41 blocks on both sides, so that kind of tells you just how much the Chaos team was just up against it today. And Saviours of Athel Loren will move on. We'll check out the brackets right here, guys. They're gonna take that win there, and it looks like my predictions be looking good, babies. 3-2. Saviours of Athel Loren. He's going to move on 3-2, and he will face off against the winner between Modrip's Rats, the Skaven team, taking on Sean 18's Vamp Bus Replacement Service, the Dwarven team. I know, right? A good war dancer is a dead war dancer, hey? Anytime you see Wood Elves on the pitch, they are always in danger of making it pretty far in any playoffs that they begin in, and this is definitely none other than this Wood Elf team. So they're going to face off against either one of these guys. Both of these guys, pretty good coaches themselves. I did predict the Skaven team to win, so we'll see in the next bit. They are going to be playing on Saturday, so I'll have that video out as well. So definitely, guys, more Blood Bowl action to come. All the Champions Cup playoffs right here. All the replays casted out on my Twitch channel, and I'll be putting them on my YouTube channel as well. So if you haven't already, you can hit up my YouTube channel. Check out all the Blood Bowl videos. Definitely loads of funsies, as you can see here. That's me right there. And loads of videos here, quarterfinals, Sweet 16, all the stuff here for your perusal. And hey, if you have time, also hit that subscribe button, like my videos, and hopefully guys, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.